Rise and grind. The only 5 whiskeys that you need. Let's get into the list. Here at Rise and Grind, we equip you with everything that you need to help you to level up and get to that next level. This is a channel dedicated for men who are rising and grinding. And we share with you the whiskeys, the cigars, the wines, the cognacs, the wealth building tips. Today, we want to save you some money, and we want to make sure that you have the 5 essentials in your bar. There's 5 kind of whiskeys that you need. You need a good whiskey for mixing. You need a whiskey that you can use for a midweek sip. You need a whiskey that you're going to pull out on a Friday night. You need something that you're going to impress your friends with. And finally, you need something that you're going to take out on a special occasion. And today, we've got the 5 whiskeys that you need. The first whiskey that we have, this is going to be your mixer. This is Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. This is a great 4-year whiskey, 100 proof, notes of vanilla and black pepper. This is cheap. It's a $15 bottle, but the quality is there because this is a bottled and bond product. Now this makes a great whiskey sour. It makes a great old fashioned. Anything that you're gonna make, use this. It's not gonna hurt you. You can pour this liberally because this comes in at about $15. It comes in at a great proof, at 100 proof. And so all that vanilla and all that black pepper is really gonna come across in your drink. And so your mixer, we've got Evan Williams Bottled in Bond. In the next whiskey that we have, this will make a great, they call this an everyday sipper, but we will call this a midweek pour. If you are just having that rough Tuesday, that challenging Thursday, and you just want something just to pour just as a quick nightcap, you're not trying to celebrate, but you want something that's good, then we would recommend Early Times. This would be your midweek pour. This is also Bottle and Bond. This is 4 years, 100 proof. But I think this is a step up in quality above the Evan Williams. You can get a bottle of this for about $20 and you get an entire liter. This is sweet, it's oily, it's pleasant. This is a great midweek sipper. Early Times, Bottled in Bond. And now the weekend is here. Friday night. You want something a little bit better than your midweek pour. You want something just in case some friends come over. You can pour a great bourbon. And for your weekend pour, your Friday night, we've got Larceny Barrel Proof. Now, this is barrel proof, and so this is 123 proof. But don't be scared by that. It's still an easy sipper. You get a lot of notes of graham cracker. You get notes of cinnamon. This tastes like French toast in a bottle. Now, this is the B522. Every release of this is getting better and better and better. A great weekend pour is the Larceny Barrel Proof. Comes in at a good price at about $55. Barrel proof, great tasting bourbon. This is how you're gonna get your weekend started. Larceny Barrel Proof. And the next whiskey that we have, this is for that category of impressing your guest. And so if there's a holiday, Memorial Day, Father's Day, you've got some people coming over and you want to impress your guests. You want to pull out something that is going to make some heads turn. We are presenting to you. This is Rare Character Presents. Now, what is so special about this bottle? This is a great bourbon, but what is so special about this is it's got my name on it. This is a single barrel that I had poured especially for Rise and Grind. And so when friends come over, they can see my own bourbon. And so this is a service that Rare Character provides, where they let you select your own barrel. They bottle it for you, you get your own name on it, and so when friends come over and they know that you are into bourbon, but you can pull out a bottle that's got your own name on it. That's a major flex. Rare Character, this is cinnamon, it's spicy. This is a very high rye, at least this particular single barrel pick, because I like a lot of spice. I like that cinnamon. And so in selecting this barrel, I went with something that was high rye, that was high in cinnamon, but that's offset by the orange notes that's also in this. And so Rare Character, if you are looking for something to really impress your guests, Rare Character, a great bourbon. And the last whiskey that we have on this list of the 5 whiskeys that you need: the mixer, the midweek pour, the weekend pour, the impress your guest. Finally, we have the special occasion. If you are enjoying this video, check out a video that we did, which are the 5 whiskeys for the serious drinker. Now, this whiskey was featured in there because if you are serious into bourbon, then you are going to have something like this. Something that's allocated, something that's highly sought after. This is the Willett Purple Top. Now, if you are celebrating a special occasion, this is something to pull out. I'm going to enjoy this on New Year's of 2023. I waited in line for about 2 hours for this about 3 months ago. I got this, and I'm just going to let this sit until the end of this year. This is what I'm going to use to celebrate. Now, I've had some of this before. This has notes of coconut. You get a lot of caramel, a lot of mint. And so if you are looking to have something to pull out for a special occasion, I would recommend Willett Purple Top. Now, something that you can probably find a little bit more easily available, you can go for anything that Old Carter puts out. But for me, my special occasion this year is going to be enjoyed with the Willett Purple Top. We hope that we helped you by sharing with you the 5 whiskeys that you need. Please help us just by hitting like, letting us know what is your top 5. What's your mixer, your midweek sipper, your weekend sipper, your impress your guest, and what are you saving for a special occasion? Type it in the comments. Like, if you have not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button. We are going to soon be releasing a podcast version of this where we continue to pour into you. Today, for our conversation, I want to talk about the inner me. So many of you're worried about the enemy, but you need to focus on the inner me. I hear so many people talking about haters, ops, people who are out to get you. You are your biggest problem. It's not the enemy that's hitting the snooze button every morning. It's not the enemy that's running up your credit card. It's not the enemy that has your cholesterol so high. It's not the enemy that's ruining your life. It's the inner me. You've got to come to realize that the greatest threat to your success, the greatest threat to your elevation, the greatest threat to you living your best life isn't some mystical enemy. It's the very real inner me. You've got to learn to tackle the demons on the inside. Tackle those demons that live in your head. Tackle those demons of doubt and tackle those demons that keep you living a mediocre life. Stop worrying about the haters. Focus on you. Because when you are focused on the inner me, then there's nobody that can stop you. Focus on that voice in your head. Focus on the doubt that sets in. Focus on all those memories that tell you why you shouldn't do this. Tune the world out. Stop worrying about the enemy and pay close attention to the inner me. Rise and grind.